In your opinion, you think that Nigerians are probably forgetting or they are not grateful enough to PDP deepening democracy in Nigeria?
Listen, I don't want to fall into the same error as the APC. So don't let me give you the impression that PDP was such a very successful, but no, I wouldn't say that, right? A lot more could have been accomplished. A lot more could have, been done. Dysfunctions, and incapacity, even corruption could have been better mitigated, right? I'm not going to contest that. And again, in relation to the needs of the Nigerian society, let us be candid. There isn't a lot more, the government could do in satisfying. There is a resource constraint, the constraints of lack of capacity, but on the balance, right? They certainly deal. I mean, they have something that gives them the bragging rights, especially in relation to this government. But the point you are making, which is unquantifiable, which for me is the greatest achievement, one of the greatest achievements, if not the greatest achievement of the PDP government, right? As the political stability, the unprecedented, the effective management, political management, laying the foundation for the political stability and development of the country, which attained a climax in what President Jonathan did by way of transition from him to the opposition government. I'm not going to blow out what PDP achieved. The PDP, is open to criticism. A lot of criticism that people, they are legitimate, But let us be factual. Let us be sincere. I'm telling you, for instance, that this government, this president, who wakes up on a daily basis saying that 16 years they didn't do nothing. Where is the money? Where is the power? This is the same president who has commissioned 4 projects that if you go and ask him today, what is the contribution of APC, your government, to these projects you are commissioning? You can ask him. PDP did nothing. The same PDP government, as I told you, one of the greatest, we as students of social science, we used to call it second slavery. The way African governments are indebted, to the debt insolvency. And it was a PDP government that, freed Nigeria from this. The same PDP government, look, to be able to do that requires prudence, requires the accumulation. You need to build, the president had to build up sufficient reserves and excess to pay off the debt. Now, you have a president who will tell us that the money from 1990 now disappeared into the thing here. They did nothing about it. Yeah. So there's the element of the fear of God sometimes in what you say. Don't, because of whatever it is, deceiving people or whatever. Look, when Obasanjo built up the resources, the price of crude oil was nowhere near $70 or $60. When he built up the reserve with which he paid off the debt, that freed Nigeria, that restored Nigeria back today to the post, to what you can say that quote and unquote we are underborrowed. The ratio of your debt comparable to your GDP. And don't forget that Jonathan grew the GDP of Nigeria in conjunction with his predecessors to $560 billion according to international estimation. That this government has denuded. Under this government, over 20 million Nigerians have lost their job. Nigeria became the poverty capital of the world. And now you will see people, you see a private president who is a professor. He's a champion of this, the distribution of money to people as the best way for social intervention. He had the temerity to say that what the government, the only thing the PDP government did with Shuapi, they didn't do anything. There is FEMA there. Dr. Christopher Kolade was the first chairman of the Shuapi program. You know, that personality itself, you cannot associate him with anything, with corruption or inefficiency. It was succeeded by General Martin Away, who had the latitude to do what they did with the Shuapi. You remember? I don't know whether you remember the mass transit regime. You know, and a number of other programs that I said, well, of course, those who are in charge of it can account for it more fully than I can. You know, so it's, I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I mean, look, it's unimaginable.